So hey guys, it's Mads, or known as Madeline. I'm just gonna put them all into one video because turns out when I started editing this that this episode, like the first one, the newest one that was supposed to come out, I didn't record the audio for, so my task currently is just getting 25 iron. So you're seeing that really quickly playing, and I'm just gonna show you guys a little bit of what we did for this episode, and then it's gonna go into the season finale. So yeah, first starting off, Alea gave me this really sweet gift, and this week I had been having a really rough. It had been a really rough week for me, and it made me very emotional. So I ended up I started to cry, just a little bit. I will put a screenshot. Well, I will show the book and stuff for a little bit if you guys want to pause and you guys can read it. But yeah, here's the little surprise that she gave me. Oh, this is so cute and I love it. Oh wait, actually 1 second. Thumbnail. That's the word. This adventure with you has been absolutely fantastic. I have never met anyone so much willingness and enjoyment in helping me. I know I don't do much, but you still help me no matter what. You see what I did there? Matter? You have always been honest to me from day one, and I collect some things for you, and I know it's not much, but I'm sure you will still appreciate it, and you always do. So I have a question on the next page. P.S. Sorry I couldn't find your flowers. I tried really hard. Thank you. Minecraft hug. Minecraft hug. But then I started helping Alea with her task, which I didn't say what it was, so she didn't fail it or anything. But Cherry was doing their task in my house, and she said it was time for the Christmas party, which ended up in me losing my life, which then put me onto my last life. And you all know me, I have a little bit of a flair for the dramatics, so this is my new red skin, which I have been waiting to use since day one. I've been so excited. I did a little bow on the back. It looks so cute, and I'm really loving it. Just so you guys know, in the future, I will be adding a rose to it for the rose that Alea gave me in the first episode. So, hey guys, it's the last episode of Mystery Hearts. This series has been a lot of fun, and I want to make it known that there is no bad, I have no bad blood with any of the people in it. This is all just for fun. So at the beginning part, I apparently never turned on my audio, so you aren't gonna hear the actual audio until this next clip. But yeah, welcome to the final episode of Mystery Hearts. Well, we're here now. This is the final episode, guys. So I hope you guys are all prepared, and I really want to make sure that I have all of my audio that needs to be. Okay, they haven't been able to hear you guys that whole time, and that's really ticking me off. Okay, are we ready for this? Yeah, are we? Oh, you are. So, editor Madeline here. Turns out none of my audio is on for any of them, even though I just turned it up. So I guess we're kind of gonna compensate. I'm just gonna explain kind of the last episode because that's just gonna be easier. So this is the thing that Cherry's been working on. Cherry is currently making a dome for us to do these battles in. So here are a little bit of clips. So we did a few battles. Leia went up against a creeper. I went up against a Hoglin Brew, I'm pretty sure. And then Cherry, I think, went up against Vindicator. Yeah. Okay. That's Al. Al just ended up dying twice, so he was out. The only person that didn't really do the arena was Cepho, who ended up having the most lives in the end. So I ended up coming to the agreement that I needed to go for Cepho and not my own teammate, which we already had made an agreement before that we weren't going to go for each other. So you are going to see me just chasing after Cepho after this, but you're also going to see Cherry's true colors, where this was just a thing for Cherry to get all this to happen. We were also introduced to the true Greg, which turned into a battle sequence. Okay, cool. So Cherry then started going after me, so I ended up flying off because in my eyes, I was supposed to go for Cepho because, of course, I'm not going to go for Leia, which Cherry ended up slaying Leia, which ended up meaning that Leia was going to go back to her base. So in this thought process, I thought I could come over here, look for Cephos, but Cephos was nowhere to be found. So the only logical solution I had was I needed to get back to the base and fight Cherry. So then Cherry went to go looking for Leia, so I thought it would be the best time for me to jump in to go after Cherry. Cherry then realized that I was there, so we started fighting together. Cherry ended up having a totem of undying, so I was just thinking, well, since I took a god apple, I should be fine. I just had to wait for the totem to go off, and if it got to the point where I needed to switch to mine, I could. And I ended up killing Cherry in the end, so then it led to me having to go after Cepho. Then Logan turned on the locator bar because Cephos ended up just hiding from all of us, which was completely fine. But at the same time, it was kind of frustrating because, well, they had the most lives at the time. So I ended up going after Cephos, which you can faintly actually hear Cephos, but it's not enough where, it's, a lot, which is so weird because I turned them up all of the way. So this is just me going after Cephos. Yes, we got the kill on Cephos, which means that we are now going to go and get the second kill on Cephos because one of the people that weren't supposed to be, training, telling her what to do at the time, still kept on doing it. So yeah. Anyways, so basically, I had to race to the Nether to be able to kill Cephos. And then Cephos fell off the cliff and died. So basically, I thought Cephos was probably going to come back to the Nether. So what I did was I basically sat at the portal for a while. Then I decided to leave because it felt like I was just staying in there forever. So we ended up looking for Cephos separately, not together. But in the end, Logan ended up turning on lightning, for then it would be easier to find Cephos, but also it'd kind of be like a hazard for us as well. Which then meant that both Cephos and Alea had lost a life, which meant that Cepho had lost their last life, and it meant that me and Alea were both on our last life. Which turned out to me having to try to battle my wife, technically, because that was our proposal. So, I gave her some stuff. Also, the proposal before, like, for the wife thing was from when she gave me, like, the book. She has to be my wife in, like, the series. So I gave her some stuff and we could have a fair battle, but in the end, she ended up dying from everything around her. I did try to kill the stuff, but a phantom ended up swooping in at the end and killing her. Which meant that we had won, which feels really odd because, like, I didn't have to really fight anybody in the end. So here is that. I was then teleported to the end, which was really odd because it came literally out of nowhere. I am voiceovering this because we were all having a discussion at the time, but this is my new home. So, yeah. I also outlived God! So, I'm God now.